All YouTube videos start with a title sequence. This one introduces the name of a YouTuber, Lucamus Prime, with a red background. It's a shame it doesn't come in black. And there's the name of the creator, TJ Channels, go sub to him. And here he is, the YouTuber Lucamus Prime, getting ready to film the video. He's got the film ready with him, and he's about to press the start button on his camera and press action. Anyway, let's get on with the review, shall we?
Hey everyone, Lucamus Prime here. So, it is time for another movie review today, and in today's video it's going to be for what is, of course, the second installment of the LEGO Movie franchise. And this is going to be for what is actually my personal favourite of the films. And that, of course, as you probably guessed by the title and the thumbnail, is, of course, none other than 2017's The LEGO Batman Movie. So, when it comes, of course, to how this film was made then, so development of the film began in October 2014 after Warner Bros. Announced several LEGO films, following, of course, the critical and commercial success of a previous film, The LEGO Movie. And Chris McKay was hired to direct the film after being replaced by Rob Schneider to direct a sequel to a LEGO Movie. And he cited both the Naked Gun and Airplane film series as his main inspirations. Casting calls began in July to November 2015, and the film pays homage to previous Batman films, cartoons and comics. And the film also features characters from other notable franchises and film series with them. And the animation, just like the first film, was provided by Animal Logic, and the musical score was composed by Lorne Balfe. The film had its world premiere in Dublin, Ireland on January 29, 2017, and was released in the United States on February 10, 2017 in Real D 3D, Dolby Cinema, IMAX, IMAX 3D and 4DX formats. The film received generally positive reviews from critics for its animation, voice acting, music, visual style and humour, and was commercially successful, having grossed $312 million worldwide against a budget of around $80 million. When it comes to my reaction to this film then, so after I, of course, absolutely adored the first LEGO Movie, and they announced this film and I saw the trailers, I was like, yes, I'm in, I've got to see this looks brilliant. So I went to see this film in February 2017 at a cinema, and I've got to say that I absolutely loved every single second of this movie. This is one of my favourite animated films of all time, and I'd regard it as, to me, my personal favourite out of the LEGO Movie franchise, absolutely. Because I think it was absolutely amazing, in my opinion. And definitely my personal favourite. And I've rewatched it many times. For example, when it came to Netflix, I watched it lots of times. And I, of course, as well, own the movie on Blu-ray. I even as well rewatched the film in preparation for this review. And I love the film to this day. It's always a joy to rewatch. So, now what is this movie about? So, as a quick synopsis then, so there are big changes brewing in Gotham City. But if Batman, voiced once again by Will Arnett, wants to save the city from the Joker, voiced by Zach Galifianakis' hostile takeover, he may have to drop the lone vigilante thing, try to work with others, and maybe, just maybe, learn to lighten up. Maybe his superhero sidekick Robin, voiced by Michael Cera, and Lord Bowler Alfred, voiced by Ralph Fiennes, can show him a thing or two. So, on to what I think is great about this film then. So, when it comes to, of course, the voice cast, I think this film has an absolutely phenomenal choice of actors for this. So, Will Arnett, of course, reprises his role from the LEGO Movie as Batman, and he once again gave an amazing performance. Definitely my favourite role of his, and he does an amazing job playing a comical and also serious at the same time version of Batman, and he's just so entertaining in this and did a really great job playing the character once again. And he's just so funny to listen to as Batman in these films, especially in this film, because he got a chance to shine in his own standalone film. And I really loved his performance in this. And also as well, I definitely loved, of course, the performance by Zach Galifianakis as the Clown Prince of Crime himself, the Joker. And I think he did a really great job. He was just so funny as Joker. And I definitely regard it as my favourite voice role of his. He's a great actor and comedian. I think he did a really great job playing the Joker in this. And Joker's character in this, I thought, was done really well. And I think he did a really great job playing him in this. And I especially as well love how he paid homage to previous events involving the Joker. For example, of course, a reference to the two boats, as in, of course, The Dark Knight. And also as well one with the Prince music, as reference, of course, to Batman 1989. They did a really great job with references in this, and I think those references with the Joker were very clever. And the Joker himself was just a great villain to watch in this film. And also, when it comes, of course, to Batman's sidekick, I definitely love the addition of Michael Cera as the voice of Robin in this. I think he did a really great job voicing Robin, and that's definitely my favourite voice role of his. I think he did a really great job playing Robin. He made him a very funny character, in my opinion. And then again, Michael Cera is one of my favourite comedians anyway, and I think he made Robin such a funny character in this. And I especially love how Robin was a different incarnation in this, because in this film, he of course wears glasses. And that was definitely something new for a character, really. And I think that Michael Cera did a great job voicing Robin. I also, as well, definitely really love the addition as well of Rosario Dawson as Barbara Gordon, who of course later becomes Batgirl. I think she did a really great job voicing Batgirl in this and played her really well. And that's definitely the voice role of hers. Rosario Dawson's a great actress, and I think she voiced Batgirl really well in this. I especially love how her Batsuit paid homage to how she appeared in the 60 television series. That was definitely a very nice touch, in my opinion. And I also, as well, definitely love the addition as well of Ralph Fiennes as the Wayne family's loyal butler, Alfred Pennyworth. Ralph Fiennes is a great actor, and in my opinion, he was a perfect casting as Alfred. You know, whenever I hear his voice, I definitely imagine he would be a perfect casting as Alfred, absolutely. And, you know, I wouldn't even say no to him playing Alfred in live action, you know, because I think he would look the part, really. So, as well as having the voice, I think he has the likeness, too, for the role. And I think in this film, he did a really great job voicing Alfred, showing how much of a law butler he is, and a great friend to Bruce. And, yeah, Ralph Fiennes did a really great job. And as well, the film even as well has a pretty cool casting in which the singer Mariah Carey voices, of course, the Mayor of Gotham, called Mayor McCaskill. Mariah Carey's a great singer, so it's definitely really cool to see her play an acting role in this, which was definitely a very nice surprise. And I think she did a very good job as Mayor McCaskill in this. And when it comes to supporting characters as well, I also love the addition as well of Hector Elizondo as the voice of James Gordon, the police commissioner who retires in this movie. I think he did a great job playing James Gordon in this. And also as well, I also love the addition as well of the voices for of course, the Joker's allies. For example, Jenny Slate was really good in this, in my opinion, as Harley Quinn. Although personally, my personal favourite Harley Quinn will always be Arlene Sorkin, rest in peace, but I think Jenny Slate did a really great job playing Harley in this, with what she was given. And what I think is also really awesome in this is that Two-Face appears in this, and he's voiced by Billy D. Williams. And what's awesome is he actually gets to reprise his role as Harvey Dent from Batman 1989, where he's finally become Two-Face. And I'm thinking, it's about time. Because to this day, I'm still angry that they did not get Billy D. Williams back to play Two-Face in Batman Forever. So I'm so glad that in this, he finally got a chance to voice the character, of course, in this film, which I thought was definitely brilliant. So I'm so glad they got him back in this as Two-Face. And Billy D. Williams is an absolute legend. Also, as well, I love the addition as well of Conan O'Brien as the Riddler, and also Ricky Lindholm as Poison Ivy, Jason Mantzoukas as the Scarecrow, and also as well, Catwoman's in this film voiced by Zoe Kravitz, who of course later would play the character in the Batman movie in 2022. But personally, though, I think she made Catwoman more likeable in this film than she did in the Batman, I must say, really. And also as well, Doug Benson, I thought was also pretty funny as Bane, mainly because he was doing an impression of Tom Hardy's Bane from The Dark Knight Rises, which I thought was actually pretty funny. And others also appear in small roles too, like Penguin, Mr. Freeze, and Orca as well. And there's others too as well who appear in this. Many of Batman's enemies in his Royal Gallery appear in like bit part cameos, really, so it was definitely nice to see them in this. And in terms of as well the Justice League, they also will appear in this too as well. And it was definitely nice to see them. So Channing Tatum reprised his role from the first Lego movie as Superman, and also Jonah Hill as Green Lantern. We even as well got a Flash in this appearing, voiced by Adam Devine, which was pretty cool. So he finally got to talk, unlike the first Lego movie where he was silent. So, and it was definitely really cool to see the Justice League in this having a party and seeing all those new designs for them. It was pretty cool, actually, really. And yeah, Channing Tatum and Jonah Hill, those two, of course, in the Jump Street films first, remember Lego films together, just brilliant right there. And when it comes, of course, to the villains in this, it isn't just Batman's Royal Gallery that Batman faces in this film as enemies. It's actually, as well, villains from other franchises who are trapped in the Phantom Zone, who, of course, the Joker wants to recruit to win against Batman. and many of them are villains that I definitely really love. For example, of course, the Eye of Sauron, who is voiced by Jermaine Clement, who I must say does a pretty good impression of Sauron's original voice from the Lord of the Rings trilogy, I must say, pretty good impression. And also as well, the Wicked Witch of the West from Wizard of Oz, who is also voiced by Riki Lindhome, and even as well Lord Voldemort from Harry Potter. Although surprisingly, they didn't get Ralph Fiennes to reprise as well as Voldemort, they instead got Eddie Izzard to voice Voldemort. But I must say, though, that she does a pretty good impression of Ralph Fiennes. She did a really great job, in my opinion. And of course, Eddie Izzard, love Eddie Izzard, she's so funny, and I think she did a really great job voicing Voldemort in this. And also, as well, King Kong also appears in this, voiced by Seth Green, and he was actually pretty hilarious as King Kong. And also, as well, a swamp creature as well, he voiced, and also Medusa as well from Greek myth. And also, as well, what's really cool is we even have a Daleks in this, which was definitely really awesome. So I love seeing the Daleks in this because they're my favourite TV show villain of all time. And also, as well, Agent Smith and his clone from the Matrix trilogy, that was definitely really awesome to see as well. And when it comes as well to supporting characters as well, we even as well have a Bat computer in this, but it's actually voiced as an AI done by Siri. So that was definitely a really cool touch right there. And of course, the computer is known as Pewter. And as well as, of course, this great voice cast of actors, which I think was stellar. I also definitely think the film had a great, of course, story, in my opinion. Like, I think the idea of doing a Lego Batman theatrical film was a very creative idea, and in my opinion, they executed it really well. And I think it has an amazing message for the audience, in which, of course, you can't do things alone, you've got to be in a team. Because this film, of course, centers around Batman at first being lonely, but as the film progresses, he learns about the importance of being part of a team, really. So I think that was definitely a very nice touch, really. And just like the first Lego movie, the animation is once again absolutely gorgeous to watch in this. And I think the CGI was very impressive, and going into this film, I knew that, of course, it was CGI, not stop motion, like I at first thought when I saw the first Lego movie, but I must say that once again, they did a really great job carrying on with the idea of it looking like it's stop motion when it's actually CGI, because it looks so realistic, in my opinion. And also, as well, the action scenes in this are also so much fun to watch as well. Animation definitely helps with that, and the action scenes are very well done with the choreography of the characters, and also the music as well going with it, and the humour, because the humour in this film is just so funny. And I also love how it made a reference to a film Jerry Maguire, because Batman's watching it. And apparently the line about Tom Cruise makes Batman laugh hysterically because he goes, ha! Which is actually pretty funny, really. And I must say, the film also has lots of likeable characters in this as well. Like Batman himself, and also Robin, and also Batgirl, in my opinion, is also likeable too, and also Alfred. And even the Joker can have his likeable moments too, because he's definitely a villain that I love to watch because he's so funny. And I also definitely as well love the musical score composed in this film by Lorne Balfe. Lorne Balfe is a great composer, and I think his music in this was great to listen to. He's a great composer. I must also say the pacing, in my opinion, is also great as well, because the pacing is 104 minutes, and in my opinion, the film just goes by so well. So much so that I completely forget how long the film's left, really, because of how good it is to watch, really. Because it's always a pleasure to rewatch the movie, and especially in the last times we watch it, I think it's fantastically paced, in my opinion. And in terms of the homage to previous Batman movies, it of course does it in a great way, of course, with Alfred talking about the phases Batman goes through, and we see Lego versions of his previous movies, and of course the Adam West TV show, where of course we see Batman dancing, which was definitely really cool. And I definitely think that was brilliantly done, in my opinion. And there's even as well a fair share of like emotional scenes as well. Like, I definitely as well think the scenes ending, of course, where of course Batman is about to return to Phantom Zone. It's definitely, in my opinion, an emotional scene where he says goodbye to Robin and to his family. But then, of course, Phyllis, who of course is in charge of Phantom Zone, of course decides to let him stay on Earth. And Ellie Kemper was definitely really good as Phyllis, and in my opinion pretty funny, especially when she jump scares Batman and Joker when we arrive in Phantom Zone. Yeah, that was actually pretty funny. And I also as well think it does a very good job referencing, of course, the DC law as well, in my opinion, and it respects it as well, too. That's what I definitely love about this film, because while it, of course, satirises DC, with, of course, Lego Batman, of course, being such a comical, fun character, it still respects it. And I think it does a really great job. That's why it's always a pleasure to watch from start to finish. So, long story short, I personally feel like a movie is an example of a cinematic masterpiece in terms of animation. It's one of my favourite animated films of all time. I'd also regard it as my favourite animated movie of 2017 as well, all because I'm not personally a fan of a lot of films from that year, but this film is not one of them, because I love this movie. It's my favourite animated movie of 2017. It's always an absolute joy to rewatch every single time. It's a shame that the planned sequel called Lego Super Friends got cancelled, isn't it? Well, we can blame Lego Movie 2 for that, can't we? Which is very unfortunate, because I was hoping we could get a sequel where these characters coming back, but sadly it's not going to happen, is it? Which really sucks. So, yeah. But anyway, if I was to give this movie a score out of 10, well, as I said, guys, I love this movie and I don't have any problems with it, because I think it's an amazing film from start to finish. So, if I was to give it a score out of 10, I'd probably give it a full-blown 10 out of 10, because I absolutely adore this movie. It's an absolute blast to rewatch from start to finish, and if you guys haven't seen it, I'd recommend it strongly. It's a great movie. So guys, this is me, of course, doing my review for 2017's The Lego Batman movie. So, you know the drill, guys. Be sure to give this video a like. Also, be sure to tell us in the comments what you guys think of Lego Batman movie. If you've seen it in the comments below, what you think of it. Also, be sure to join Team Prime by pressing subscribe if it's coming in the future. And I'll see you all later.